Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Torslander IK in our FM19 Journeyman, and as you can see we have had a change of system. Now basically results just haven't been going very well. We've not had a win in 4 games, and after such a strong start to the season I want to make sure results don't slip, so I just figured a bit of a change of pace. We can always go back to the other one if it doesn't work out, but just a little bit of a change up may just be the shake we need to bring these results back home. Now, slight problem. Varberg is suspended. We've had suspensions for the past 3 or 4 games, which is a bit of an issue really. It's not came at the best possible time. Hopefully we can get through this little hill of just not having our full team available to us. But Nano has came in up front as a poacher. For a home Lemborn has dropped to the bench, and other than that it's the same side, with the obvious exclusion of Varberg at right back being replaced by Bergenham because he's suspended. So, let's submit our team and hopefully we can see another win. I mean, we were so close last game, it has to be said. We came very, very close to picking up the 3 points, but we didn't do it, and that's not good enough. They have a lot of regens that all have very similar faces. They all have kind of these long faces with small lips. It's very strange. But, let's go to the team talk, and let's say I expect a win. These are the team that beat us in our first, or they gave us our first defeat, of the season. So, a win today would be, quite a nice way to come back into form if we can do it. As we actually look to attack here quite early on. No, it fades out. Okay, I got baited. Free kick to us then. Landholm is going to take Avdio on the ball. Can we find one of our 2 strikers up front? Nano with his first start of the season playing as a poacher, as that was a dreadful ball forward. I think that was Anton Olsen who put that up there. And they are going to take the ball from their keeper. They lump it up with quite the bit of speed on it, but Bergenham is there to pick it up, making his first start for us, I do believe, this season. So, let's hope he can have a bit of an impact. As Anton Eriksson puts it up to our poacher, Nano, who does well to keep that in, actually. Flicks it across to Jonathan Olsen, who strikes wonderfully. Nano gets the assist, but more to the point, what a wonderful strike from Jonathan Olsen, his 4th of the year. And, well, we're not going to see many goals better than that this season. That's up there with Salahu's free kick and a couple of others. What a lovely hit. Ah, beautiful. So, that's great to have another early lead. When we were winning, early leads was a key proponent of that. We took a lot of them, and it's great to see us getting another one. But another highlight immediately. But we do take possession. Now, they do have Gitsalov, who's a very good scorer, but Salahu is on the ball. He is also a very good scorer, bagging his 13th of the season. Anton Eriksson with the assist. It's a very straightforward goal, really, and you've got to say they were sleeping a little bit after we scored the first one. This ball absolutely splits the defence. Salahu takes great advantage of the space, controls it very well, runs onto it, and with 4 men around him and the keeper, you can argue he maybe should have passed off, but he had confidence in his ability, and can you blame him after 13 goals in 15 games? He's on fire this season. You can't blame him for being hot on form and having confidence in himself. Another highlight here then, and well, they're through. It's Paul by Bergenham. Brickell's going to shoot. He hits the bar. Gitsalov goes for goal, but gets tackled. They are still in possession though. Jonsson's on it. Hopefully we can win this back, or at least shut out the attack as Blomgren's on the ball. It's deflected, goes out for a corner. Gitsalov, like I was mentioned, very good scorer, scored 2 pastas earlier in the season. So, we need to be wary of him. Simmerland's going to take it. Bergman heads clear, and that is the end of that attack. But another one straight away. They're back in possession. Action-packed here. Landholm takes the ball, lumps it forward. Can we reclaim? No. So, they are going to be in possession now and try to come forward for an attack. Landholm wins it back though with a header, and we lump it forward. Nano, our poacher, chases it down. Can't quite get there though. We're going to need to win it back again here, but Anton Eriksson can't quite do so as they put it forward. Bjork on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, sorry, crosses it in. Gitsalov goes for goal, hits the corner of the post and the bar. Goal kick to us. And it's straight into another highlight. That is not a great ball, or is it? Landholm's pumping it forward. Well, it goes to their keeper. If Salahu could have got on the end of that, you've got to imagine it would have been a goal. Bit rushed there, it has to be said. I prefer it when we play a bit slower. But can we maintain possession? No, as they are in it. Deflects off of us, falls to them though. It's bouncing to them a lot. We're struggling to get on the end of these second balls. They pump it forward. Skoog wins it. Jonathan Olsen on the ball. Can we try and find the attack? It's a long ball forward to Salahu. He's one-on-one with the keeper. That's not one-on-one. What have I just said? That has never been one-on-one. I mean, you can even see from there he was about 1v at least 3. Like, It wasn't 1v1, was it? Let's be honest. Skoog is going to take the corner, as he has done all season. He's going to cross it in as the sun comes up. Salahu to Skoog, to Anton Eriksson. It's in their box. He passes it across, outside the box, to Anton Olsen. And, well, we're trying to work it. It goes up and just out for a goal kick. That was... I feel like we could have at least got a shot out of that, to be honest. It was underwhelming. Highlight to us here then, Jonathan Olsen to Anton Olsen. Can we find another goal? Avdiu's on it. Anton Olsen, don't lose the ball. Anton Eriksson, he strikes! It's off the bar! Nano! Oh, he could have got a goal on his first start for us. It might even be his debut, to be honest. I'm really not sure. He might have came on for us before. I think he has done, actually, now I think about it. But he came very close there, but that is going to take us into half-time. So, it's very obvious here, even though we arguably should be doing better than we are, we've kind of wasted a couple of chances, it could be said. 12 shots to their 3, 6 on target to their 1, and 63% possession. Caesar's doing very well, really. Now, that yellow card is on Bickler Bergam, who, you know, how do you say it? Bergenham. It's not hard, Bergenham. It's a really simple name. Why can't I get that one? But, yeah, that's not going to be a big deal come the end of the game. I think it's Bergman and Salahu, who we can't let get yellow cards. So I'm going to say I'm very pleased with your performance, and as always, they are absolutely loving it. So, let's get stuck into this second half, and hopefully not throw it away. Throw into them then, and Siemend? Well, he's got the ball anyway. Jonsson's on it now in the centre of the park. And hopefully we can close them down. We don't want to give away any goals here. Bjork is shot deflects, but they are still in possession. They pass it out wide. And it's got to be said, their wide players are getting a lot of space as Bjork goes for the goal, and he does get it. It's his first goal of the season, of course. Whenever you concede in Football Manager, it's always their first goal of the season. And disappointing is the only way to say it. Like I mentioned, their wide players have so much space that the cross was relatively straightforward. Bjork wins the header, and, well, it's a bit far away from Asmar for him to reach, really. Early into the second half, we give up a goal, and now we're only leading by 1. We need another one to put us back 2 in front, really, as we have a highlight. Salahu crosses it in. It's fumbling around their defence, and it falls back into our possession. We put it in the middle of the park. Jonathan Olsen to Avdiu. Back to Jonathan Olsen, who strikes very calmly. Not much power on it at all, but a very well-placed shot. And it sees us go back into a 2-goal lead. 3-1 up. Jonathan Olsen getting his 2nd of the game, 5th of the season. Avdiu with the great assist here. It's a wonderful ball. Jonathan Olsen finds a lot of space. And, well, it's not that much space, really. He was when he was in it, but the pass wasn't actually that great. But the simple shot, very calm, very well placed, is good. And another highlight, Nano on the ball. Bickler Bergam, Jonathan Olsen, back to Lanholm. Bickler Bergam again, and he is tackled. Nano manages to keep it in play. Can we manage to find a way into the box here as Nano goes for a cross? Not really, actually. It's more of a just a placed pass. Jonathan Olsen out wide to the left. Come on, we need to find something here. Bickler Bergam, Nano. Someone find some space, please. Lanholm. Oh, it's poor. It's poor. I said I like us going slow. That was a little bit too slow for even my liking. As they go forward, Gitselov on the ball. Please close him down. Oh, it's placed across very well, and it's a very simple shot for him. His first goal of the season as well, as always. Back to that 1-goal lead. 3 highlights in this half and 3 goals. Gitselov here is in a lot of space in his own right, and he could have shot, but he places the pass across very smartly. And, well, Burkle manages to find the back of the net. Quite unfortunate for us, really. But it's not the end of the world. We are still leading, and we do still have time to extend this lead. Throw into us then, Lanholm to Anton Olsen. Lanholm, we need to get a shot at least from this. No, they managed to tackle us, pump it forward, and Gitselov now on the ball. Can we win it back? We can. Bergman with a tackle, but it falls to them. Wallin, Sillemend. We need to get this ball back, as Jonathan Olsen does, but again, he can't find one of ours, and it falls to them. Bjork on it. He's going to try and come forward, and he has a lot of space to do so. He places a pass very, very well. Burkle's going to strike. It's an easy save, though, for Asmar. The pass was on, and he didn't take it. Quite selfish there, but a corner for them. And can we keep it out? Just about. Skoog heads clear, but they maintain possession. Goes back into the box. Gitselov scores for his 10th of the season. And it's 3-3. It's not great. Defensively here, again, their wide player had a lot of space, having just taken the corner. And, well, I don't know who that was, number 3. I think it's Lanholm. Tries to control it, and it just launches it straight into Zechariah's Sillemend. and they managed to score off of that. But another highlight straight from kickoff, potentially a chance for us to take this lead back. We lump it forward, but it falls to them, and they're in possession. No, back to us. Avdiu, Jonathan Olsen. Come on, find a ball in. We need to see some more chances, really. Come on, Bergen, Bickler, play it, thank you. Anton Olsen, Anton Eriksson. Come on, get a good ball in. Oh, no, we still got it in the middle of the park. Anton Eriksson strikes, it goes over off the top of the net. We need to see something here that's going to put us in the lead as we have another throw-in. It's a very highlight-filled game. Nano's on the ball, plays it in the middle to Avdiu. Can't find a shot though, and the ball's launched forward to them. They are now the ones on the attack. No, we cut that out very nicely and win it back. Potentially another chance of ours here as Landholm pumps it forward. It's crossed into the box. Well, their defenders just had an absolute mare and put that on a plate for Salahu. Jernberg there. It just goes straight across the face of goal with the header. Very poorly there. The ball from Landholm, it has to be said, is shocking. But Jernberg absolutely fluffs it, gives it straight to Salahu, who slots it away very nicely to give us back that 4-3 lead. And with that, this game's going a bit all over the place. And to be honest, Nano not really had a massive impact on the game. He got himself a good assist, but Pontus Olsen's going to come on and make an appearance. Now, Pontus Olsen is a lot less rounded than Nano, but I think as being just an out-and-out poacher, he has literally the stats for it and nothing else. So I'm hoping that he can be just a good player to sort of run at their defence. Furholm Lemborn is an option off the bench if Avdiu doesn't do something soon. Actually, I'm going to make that change now. Yeah, let's get Furholm Lemborn on and just keep it as is for now. Otherwise, we're not going to change mentality as we have a corner. Skoog puts it in. Well, it's not great. Olsen picks it up. I'm surprised he's our best corner taker. Salahu strikes and it goes in for his hat-trick. His 15th goal of the season. A wonderful long-range strike. We've seen two very, very, very good goals in this game. And well, look at this for a shot again. There's not much more to say. It's just an absolutely wonderful shot. Look at it. The goalkeeper tries to get there, and to his credit, very nearly does. But the ball does beat him, and Salahu, from a great distance out, puts it into the back of the net to extend our lead to 2. As well, we are brought down, and Gitsalov, their star scorer, is going to get himself a second yellow. He's off. That's basically their biggest comeback chance out of the game. Now, it's obviously not over yet, but that is a massive benefit to us. And Al Jafari is going to be the one who I think I'd bring on here. Now, I don't really want to take off Jonathan Olsen, who's bagged himself 2 goals. So, Eriksson's going to be the one to come off. I think I'm going to bring on... I want to bring on Strandell, really, but that would mean taking off Jonathan Olsen. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave Strandell off for now. There was a chance there for us to make all 5 of our subs, and I've not done it. So, with 5 minutes left to play, we may see out a win here. Sketchy. 5 minutes of added, I guess. It makes sense, actually. There's been, 7 goals in this half? We have a free corner very late in the game. It goes into the box. Salahu grabs it. Can he strike? No. That is going to be full-time. A 5-3 win to us. Now, I am intrigued as to what the rest of the league have done, notably Savadarlands. But it's good to be back on a win, regardless of how it came about. Basically, Salahu bagged himself a hat-trick, 2 goals from Jonathan Olsen, and a nightmare from one of their defenders, Jurgman, I think it was. Really helped us along. Very pleased with the result. It's good and a good performance. It was a weak performance defensively, but you can't fault a performance where you score 5 goals. It's a good offensive performance, and I feel like, considering Bickler Bergman played his first game for us, it would be a bit harsh to go in on him. I would have liked to have seen a bit more out of Nano, it had to be said, but I think it almost gave Salahu a bit more space, that he didn't have to play through the middle with 2 players in behind him. That's my first hat-trick of the year. That's weird. But, as you can see from the league table and down here, Savadarlands did pick up a 1-0 win over Vimbergs. Dudungu managing to bag that goal. Very good player, actually, Dudungu. Wondering if he's available. He's not valued at much. But we are about to enter a transfer window, so these are the sort of questions which are going to come to mind. Will I sign any players? Well, we'll find out if I do in the next game against Varberg. Hello and welcome to the game against Varberg GIF, and we have a new signing. Marcus Kettler, the league's top scorer right now on 17 goals so far this season, has joined us. And we managed to get him for just £500 from Hitarps. What a player. 17 goals in 15 games so far. A 7.82 average. And with Salahu, we now have the 2 highest goal-scoring strikers in the league this season. It's I didn't think I'd get him. I threw in an offer. I was like, I wonder if Salahu's top scorer. Let's go to player stats. No, it's this Kettler lad. Let's sign him. So I signed him. I didn't think he'd join us, and he did. It was all a bit out of nowhere, to be honest. I'll go through it. I'll just take you through him real quickly. So, as you can see, his stats are very, very good. Notably, his physicals are exceptional, and a couple of good mentals in there as well. Notably, work rate, teamwork, off the ball, determination, all the ones I absolutely love. Very, very good dribbling as well, and a competent finisher. Decent composure to complement that. Some good passing, a decent first touch. I think he's going to be wonderful, and I think partnering Salahu up top, we now have an immense strike force. Basically, I couldn't find any centre-backs, so I figured we'd just score more goals and just keep outscoring everyone. There is another minor change, which I doubt will really affect you guys too much. I'm just going to put Fundal Ryberg back in the team. Our assistant manager left. We actually got more for our assistant manager leaving than we signed Kettler for by like 8 times. We got like 4k for him. So we've brought in a new guy. We've brought in, I think his name's Urchin. Let me find him. There we go. Emra Urchin. He was the best available. We poached him from Smedby AIS, whoever they are. I've got no idea. We just sort of stole him and he's with us now. You'll never see him apart from when he tells us that we're being overrun in midfield. So it's not a big deal. But Kettler is a massive signing, and I think these two are going to complement themselves perfectly up top. Salahu has moved to the poacher role. He can play there, naturally. He's really good at it. It's just a slight change for him just to complement both strikers. Hopefully it doesn't affect his performances in a negative way. So, with all that said and done, one other little thing. Ocampo, the guy who was a right winger who played for us maybe once at a push, he's left on a free. He wanted game time, so I released him. We weren't going to play him. We don't play right midfielders. It just didn't fit. So, Varberg GIF are playing a 4-4-2, and, well, I'm hoping that they can be quite the surprise today. Worth noting, by the way, that this is the first time in a while we've had our actual backline in a game. We've finally got through all the suspensions. Bergman is only 1 yellow card off, but hopefully it's not too big of a deal. I'd rather lose Bergman than anyone else in that backline anyway, so it's not the worst in the world. Free kick to us then, late in the first half. Lanholm's going to take, and Bergman goes for goal, but it goes over for a goal kick, and I'm a bit disappointed that that's the only highlight we've seen. But, as you can see from the stats on the screen there, we've had 8 shots and 3 on target, as there is another highlight. Lanholm's going to take the ball. Don't know what I was about to say. After you to Jonathan Olsen. Can we work it forward? The ball forward from Fundal Ryburn is poor. They lump it up and Camarage is on it. He strikes. Asmar with a decent save. Goes out for a corner for them. If we can clear this out, there's every chance we can counter-attack. As Seiler takes the corner, Kettler heads clear. First appearance for us, and his first time we've seen him touch the ball is in a defensive corner. But hopefully we can see a bit more from him soon. Fundal Ryberg controls that, and we have another free kick very late in the first half. Landholm takes Eriksson to Salahu, and he's moved positions. He's got a strike partner, but he's still putting in the goals. His 16th of the season. Assisted by Anton Eriksson, and it's good to have a goal before we go into that half-time. Getting it this close as well, it could really throw them off. But, I mean, it's a good header down by Anton Eriksson. Smart of him to not, go for goal or anything like that. And it was a well-taken strike by Salahu that we will take every day of the week. I'm hoping this is either a highlight because we're going to score again or to just end it to half-time. As Fundal Ryberg is on the ball, is he going to go for a cross? No, he plays it to Jonathan Olsen short, who does go for the cross. Kettler heads in! His debut, his first goal for us, and his 18th of the season to make it 2-0 before the half. Took a while to get into the game, really. We were obviously having a lot of shots on target, but we weren't seeing the highlights until now, where we've scored 2 goals in the stoppage time of the first half. Kettler and Salahu, both on the end of those, are 2 strikers. Reassuring when you change system, you bring in a new player to complement your star striker who's been on fire, and they both manage to bag goals. You're always a bit worried you're going to upset the apple cart a little bit, but so far things are looking very, very good indeed. And like I said, we weren't seeing the highlights, but we've certainly had control of the game in a very dominant fashion. So, passionately, very happy with the way things are going. I am ecstatic about this signing, I'm not even going to lie. I couldn't believe we signed him. He just came. I was just expecting him to go, nah, mate, you're not matching my ambitions. But no, he's just came to us, and I think this is going to be a massive help towards us getting promotion this year. I couldn't find a defender, so I'm just like, well, we'll just score more, then I'll just sign a striker, and the first choice option came to me. We have a throw in here, Fundal Ryberg to Salahu, back to Fundal Ryberg, we're working it okay here, Jonathan Olsen's going to strike, it just goes wide, it was very close there, but not on target, unfortunately. Goal kick towards then. Asmar's going to take it short to Skoog, as we love to see. Fundal Ryberg now on it. And if we can work this well, there's every chance we can have another attack. Or we can just launch a ball up to Kettler. Strikes it with his left foot. Anton Eriksson with a splitting ball. Kettler with the calm, collected strike. Gets his second in his debut. And, well, our strike force is off the scale right now. Salahu with 1. Kettler with 2. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. 3-0 against Varberg. We're back in winning ways. This will also be, assuming nothing goes drastically wrong, a nice 2-win episode. We're going to have a bit of traffic lights going on in our schedule. But Avdiyu strikes, and he's still in the goals too with a wonderful free kick. I'm loving this. Avdiyu, who obviously has bagged a lot for us this season as well. It's lovely to see him still in the goals from the set piece. We've seen Salahu score a lot of free kicks, so I'm not quite sure who our main man on them is. But if Avdiyu's scoring them like that, he can take them all day. Wonderful strike from him. They are now in possession of the ball. The highlight straight from kickoff as Sila takes it. It'd be nice to keep the clean sheet, so hopefully we can keep this out. No, we can't. Kamaraj scores, and well, they're rushing to get the ball back, and I think they're saying this game isn't over yet. Hopefully we don't become complacent. It's actually quite worrying how much space wide players get against us. I think it's because we have wing-backs. They're not really tracking back that well. The volley there is actually beautiful. It's a very, very good goal by Kamaraj. It has to be said. Only his second of the season as well. But we are still 4-1 up, and, well, this has gone very well so far with 3 minutes added time left to play, and it looks like this will be the full-time result. Al-Zahawi's going to take it, but with Skoog's clearance, you've got to assume that will be full-time. Yes, it will. 4-1 against Varberg. They still had a lot of shots and a lot of shots on target, which is the slightly worrying thing there, but it was, all in all, a very, very good performance. Anton Eriksson actually managing to pick up man of the match with the 2 assists there, but what a performance for a debut from Marcus Kettler. 2 goals, an 8.8 average rating, the second highest on the team, I do believe. We didn't make any substitutions. They weren't really necessary. I just feel like the main substitution we would make, really, was Furholm Lemborn off for a striker. That's now not really there because Marcus Kettler is like such a golfing class to all of our other strikers, or Anton Salahu, obviously, whichever one we decided to take off. I'm glad that both strikers got goals in a way, because I was a little bit worried that, bringing another striker may upset the system we were playing with Salahu, who was obviously very prolific for us. But both of them grabbing goals seems to have been a good sign. And with Savadalens losing, we go back to top of the table, actually tied with Lindholm. Savadalens actually dropping down to 3rd there, so, well, it's all very close at the top of the table. 2 teams on 35, 1 on 33 and 1 on 32. Honestly, I don't think this will be over until the end of the season, really. I don't think there'll be a clear-cut winner. But that is going to call an end to today's episode. And, well, action-packed is the way to put it. A lot of goals. I think we've scored 9. A new signing. It's been a good time, really. I wasn't going to record this today, and I'm really glad I did. It's been a lot of fun. So, if you want to be back for tomorrow's video, it will be going up at 5:30 PM, or you can use the subscribe button to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. And if you have any feedback, please leave it in the comments below. If you happen to know any centre-halves that would want to join a Swedish 4th Division side, let me know, because I've got no idea. So, have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you again soon.